Hi guys, Nagendra here and welcome to another of my videos. Once again I am playing anime Vanguards, and in today's video I'm gonna try to get 3-star ascension on the armored mage, because I think that this unit can be really good, you know, and I also managed to get the ice queen, you know, which was kind of lucky, and of course I managed to get her memorial. Like, come on. Like, how I could not get it. But anyway, yeah. But anyway, the Queen Showcase would be another day. I think it was with the Mage, probably. Or actually, I'm not showcase it in this video. But anyways, we are going to try to have it on the absolute max stats as possible. I'm gonna be honest, I thought that you need to ascend in here. Like, I am grateful that I do not need to do that. Like, thank God. Oh, so I guess we just focus on evolving her, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I could do it right now on stars, but I'm gonna try to get her Memoria too. Because let's be honest, these units will rely on memorials heavily. So yeah. Anyways, let's try to get SPA. Okay, we got an S. That's good. I'ma keep that. Now let's try to get the NP attack. Because I think that Armor Mage could be a really good support, a really good DPS, good deity, like just a really good all around, you know. Let's try to roll better trade on her, because I think that Marksman ain't gonna do it. I mean, understandably, I think range is an amazing stat for her, because she could be mainly used as a support. But I think like it could be a good thing to like have her like with a really good trait. For example, like if I manage to get solar, I'ma keep it, okay? Like eternal, sure, monarch even better, but if I manage to get something like solar, for example, I'ma keep it. I'ma just keep it, because this is kind of like better than marksman, because it gives her slightly more stats. So yeah, let's try to roll for it. Yeah, I think the RNG gods don't want me rolling. What? Okay, let's try to. Okay, let's try to roll a couple more times. Yeah, it ain't gonna happen. Yeah, it ain't gonna happen in today's video. So I'ma keep marksman yet for now. But yeah, I guess you cannot ascend her with the 3-star. I thought that it would be like extremely necessary to evolve her to the 3 stars, but I guess we just need to get her evolution items. But I'm not evolving her till I get her memorial. So yeah. That's gonna take me a minute. So let's buy up those things in here. Okay. I'ma see you when I get ultimate for her evolution. Okay, so I have grinded for a little bit. So yeah, so I have been grinding the event mode for the event currency, and I decided to try to roll for her Memoria, because as I said, I am not evolving her till I get the Memoria, because this will be the best thing to do. So to actually do this, I'ma buy 1 hour lag of potion. So I do not know how good the potion is, because well, where is that potion? Oh, 1 hour. Oh, you can only have one. Okay, not bad. So this was like by 25. Wow, only 25%. Wow, that's not too good, but alright. I guess could be better. Okay, so with 25 plus, normally we have 0.05% chance of getting her memoria. So yeah, let's try to go for it till we get it. You don't have enough currency to summon. Of course. So I managed to get some. Managed to get a million currency. So yeah, let's try to get something cool. But firstly, do I wanna spend on gifts or? Nah, I'm gonna save them for later. So yeah, let's try to you know, get that memoria, cause yeah, it would be cool. It would be so awesome. It would be so cool. Okay, let's get on with this. Why am I summoning one less? What? What? Bruh! How? This doesn't even make sense! How? Bro, I managed to get a second one! Bro, this doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. I managed to get 0.0035% before 0.05. What the hell are those chances, bro? Bruh, it doesn't make sense. What the hell? I got 2 Vanguards, bro. Bro, what the hell, bro? I mean, wow. Wow. I have no words for this. I have no words for this. Okay, let's just speed run this. Yes! Yes! Thank God! Oh my God! Oh, thank God! Finally! Okay! Oh, Jesus Christ. Man, finally! Okay, we finally managed to get the Memoria. Now I can actually evolve this unit. Finally! This took a while. Jesus Christ! Actually, let me get some better stats on her, on her Memoria. Stat reload. Too bad that if Xeon stats, okay, Xeon damage, okay, not bad. Let me get something good. Oh, there was an A, okay. Can I get an A? At least game. Oh, okay, an A. I'ma take it. I might take it. I'ma take an A. And let me go to units. Stat reload. Mage, and let's try to get the mage, please. Okay, okay, okay. It's still It's still not that bad. Okay, do we wanna someone else or me? I guess nah. Okay, let's just evolve because it's been so long, man. Actually, I have to evolve the Ice Queen Memoria too, so I'ma do that later though. Okay, boom. Okay, so first bust the Memoria. Now, voila, and let's go. Oh, look at those stats, man. It's beautiful. It's actually beautiful. Okay, okay. Let's roll on her Memoria. And yeah. I want Mage's day off. So yeah, what do I want to get on her? Marksman would be good, to be honest. But I'm aiming for like maybe something like Solar for that additional damage. But Marksman would be good, or if I manage to get Jack of all trades, would be golden. But yeah, we'll see. And as I said, we get it. Let's go. Okay, so yeah, we managed to get the Solar on her. Nice. Okay. Okay, so yeah. Okay, now let me roll on her. Okay, so filters Marksman. I'm gonna try to get something better on her than Marksman. Preferably would be great would be Solar again because of the range. But yeah, but how much street skills do they have? It's not okay. You know what? Yeah, let me try to get. You know what? If it keeps getting me Marksman, I'm gonna keep it at Marksman. You know what? But 32 range is actually pretty goated, to be honest. Not too bad, to be honest. Not too bad. And it has pretty decently damage, you know. If I actually had to get more of her, this would be greatly painful, actually. But yeah, let's get on with the showcase, actually. Okay, so we are here on the sandbox map because I forgot completely about sandboxes. So yeah, yeah. So I have put an Ephemeria onto the Mage, which well is okay. So let's get over with her stats. S on damage, Z on SPA, Z plus on range, which is actually pretty good. And I managed to not far long ago managed to get her with plus 20 range, which gets her to 58 range, almost 40. But let's fast attack. Nope. So So yeah, I guess we have to do it normally. So yeah, so she is normally a placement of 3, and from what I can tell, she basically has like the same attack at her normal stage, which is like 1 attack of normal slash, you know? Like this, see? It's normal. Let me actually place something at the back, so just in case it not leak. So this is her stats at the first upgrade, and now let's set it to the max, which 32k on S stats is actually not bad. Let's go over with her passive. So for her first passive, anytime this unit moves location, buffs damage by 50% for 30 seconds. Anytime this unit buffs allies, apply this buff to herself for 30 seconds after expiration. If this unit is being buffed, bypass damage reduction. Okay, not bad. Re-equip has a re-equip meter, gains 50% meter per attack. Once the meter is at 100%, this unit can swap to armor consuming the meter. Swapping armor grants an element while having that armor on. Gaining a new element buffs allies in range by 20% damage for 30 seconds. Okay, so yeah, it contradicts to the second. The first passive. So yeah. Okay, the third one. Anytime a meter is spent, which anytime this unit switches armors, inflict bleed to all enemies in range for 10% of this unit damage for 8 seconds. When an enemy inflicted with DOT inside of this unit, when there is an enemy inflicted with DOT inside of this unit range, generate double the meter on attack. Okay, so if it is with the DOT, so that means if I match this with someone with burn, probably that means she can get 30% per attack, so not bad. When this unit uses a buff, inflict that buff amount on the targeted enemy as bleed for 8 seconds, 5 seconds cooldown. So probably if there is like 20% attack buff, she will probably inflict 20% bleed or so. Or if I'm reading that code, inflict that buff amount to targeted enemy. Okay, not bad. Okay. Now let's look at her memorial. DOT applied by this unit now bypass shield. Okay, that's pretty good for some minutes, but it's okay to her too. Anytime this unit spends a meter, refund 30% of the meter spent. Not bad. Allows her to quickly switch armors. Whenever this unit buff expires on an ally, that buff is reapplied for the same duration. Okay, cool. And of course I got her the familiar for the bonus range. So yeah, which also applies to the 5. So let's get some enemies. So how many do I need to spawn of these? Okay. So we managed to get her at full meter. So let me actually showcase how it works. So the way this is actually working, so we have to let them leak in order to showcase it. So when I was testing the unit before actually doing the showcase, I have noticed something about the first ability, the Valkyrie. So let's just let the units go beyond the range, the enemies, okay? So when we turn into Valkyrie form, she doesn't actually immediately go to the furthest enemy on the map. Yet, however, when we play someone, like when there will be enemy in this range which will cause her to attack, she will teleport. So the way this is actually working is like in order to actually successfully teleport, there actually needs to be a unit inside, the enemy inside of the range. So if there will be like no enemies going around her path that she cannot attack, and there we see something right here there, and she has nothing to attack, she won't actually teleport. So that is actually the bad thing about it, but it can help with leaks in some way. Let me add more modifiers. Let me get some for leaks just in case. So yeah, let's see the attack animation of her. So what she does is jump, does a cruel circle with the like cool attack. She does a multi-attack. I do not know how many attacks exactly is that, but it's a multi-attack that allows to somewhat bypass the shield. So yeah, this ability has a lot of potential. However, that is a downside, that it only works when she is able to attack. So yeah, that can be a bit problematic to use her, but overall I think this is a great form, Okay, let's get on with another form. Okay, since we got enough bar to have her for second armor, which is the Duelist. The Duelist gains a curse, which gains curse element. Attacks in this form inflict the bleed equal to 40% of this unit's damage for 8 seconds. Anytime a bleed expires in this unit's range, apply burn for the same amount of duration. So she now equips this type of armor, which looks sick, to be honest, samurai type armor. So yeah, let's get like let me actually clean the modifiers, and then she gains curse element, which deals 30% more damage to bosses, which for boss killing is actually useful. For boss type of stuff, it could be good, and is probably good because 30% more damage is always good. Okay, but let's see what kind of attack she has. So yeah, okay, so let me spawn. Okay, so what she does for attacks is like this: first slash and then second slash. So this is probably like an multi-attack. So yeah, this is probably really overpowered. But let's just get started with like 99% damage multiplier, like this. And when the bleed actually expires on this unit, it actually applies burn. So yeah, and the thing about bleed is that it can stack infinitely. So if I heard it correctly, but I am not sure about it. But like I heard about it. How to say this? Well, for just being disabled enemies, and besides, this unit allows it to basically this unit applies bleed. So yeah, when there is enemy inflicted with DOT inside of this unit damage range, generally double the meter on attack. So this unit just gains double meter either way, because it applies itself by itself a DOT. So yeah, okay. Last thing about this unit is the Vanguard form. Gains passion element, buffs all allies in range by 50% damage, 20 range, and reduces cost by 10%. So we can see that upgrades, for example, this upgrade costs 1600. We will switch to the Vanguard, and voila, she's like carrying this flag, and now the prices of all units are cheaper, and she buffs them by the set amount. But you might be wondering where the extra 20% went from. Well, it's because of the when stepping to the new element, buffed allies in range by 20%. So yeah, that's what it's from. But by itself, it's just 50% damage buff. So just to not get this thing complicated. But that's like the supporting about this unit. So this unit does not attack, does not like do any damage, I mean, it attacks, it just, those attacks don't actually do any damage. What do I mean by this? Let's just set to, let me multiply it to, I mean speed multiply to 0, and send this NPC, and we can see that the bar is actually charging up when this unit is doing no damage. We can see that there is some kind of animation going on around here. Like there is some kind of aura each time she attacks. So yeah. Interesting thing is that about this unit is somehow I like have no idea how does this work, but she like right now applied bleed for like somehow, even though let's just see. Anytime this, yeah, basically when she's yeah, I have no idea how did she apply bleed. So yeah, but yeah, this unit cannot deal damage at all, although she can still apply the effects of like things like familiar. So yeah, if you can find that useful, you can use it to your advantage, but she cannot deal damage. So that's right, that's like the worst thing about it. Overall, that will be it for today's showcase, but let me just go over all of her armors. So yeah, again, this is her most basic, beginner base form, before she switches. She still has the same attack. Okay, so yeah. So here is the Valkyrie form. She has wings, some battle armor, some armor. She has 2 swords. And that seems to be pretty much it. Besides that, I must say design looks really cool. And here's the duelist. How does the duelist look like? She has like this. How does this how to say this? How, I do not know how does this hat is called, but I don't know. She has 2 katanas, and she has some kind of robe, it's somewhat I think it's the same design like I think Rengoku has, like the unit, but I am not sure, like I seen it once, but I am not sure if it actually is the same design. So yeah, and the final one is the Vanguard, which again doesn't do any damage. She has some kind of knight armor, and she has this V-shaped flag. I do not know from what anime she's from, but the design looks kind of sick for this type of form, But anyways, I guess this will be it for today's showcase. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see each other the next time.